All right, so here it is. This is the book, and we are doing. You have to know everything in this book for you to say you're done with lower secondary. So this is chapter 4, and I'm just making sure you're good at chapter 4. So I'll give you a lot of questions, some of you, so that you can practice and practice and practice and make sure you're perfect. This is chapter 4, equations and inequalities. And I'm just going to be showing you one thing. You do the solutions, you send back to me. I show you one thing again. You do the solutions, you send back to me. So I'll give you a question. So I'm going to do one thing and then the others. So let me go to the next thing that I want to do here. We're continuing with this. I want to continue with this that I started last time. Is everybody ready for us to continue? So this is chapter 4, or chapter 5. Chapter 5. Um, the things from chapter 4 are only 3. So let's do it. Let's do this chapter 5. I think we started it last time. So I want you to write chapter 5 angles. Okay, it moves. So there are things. I think I put chapter 4, 5, and 6 together. I clipped them together so that I teach them together because they are related. Let's do this chapter 5 angles. We kind of started it last time. So I want you to see what I'm going to teach you. Then I give you questions. Then you should send me the solutions. Right? Are you ready? Good. All right. Let's start. So when we are dealing with angles, we're continuing from what I was teaching you last time. Here's what I want you to know. Let's practice names of polygons. Okay? Make sure everybody remembers them. Names of polygons. We didn't finish this. Right. So what we are trying to master is how we can get, when you get a big shape, how can you find the angle inside that big shape? You want to find the angle inside the big shape. So if somebody comes to you and says, hey, what is a polygon? Somebody says, hey, you form two. What is a polygon? Do you know what a polygon is? You should know. Poly means many. So anything that says polymers, it's something that has many things. Polygons have many what? Many sides. So a polygon is a shape with many sides. So if a person comes and says to you, what's a polygon? You say it's a shape that has a lot of sides. If a shape has 3 sides, it's a polygon. If a shape has 4 sides, it's a polygon. If a shape has 5 sides, it's a polygon. If a shape has 6 sides, it's a polygon. If a shape has 7 sides, it's obviously a polygon because it has a lot of sides. What about 8? Yes, it is. It's a polygon. So polygon, shape with many sides. So if it has 3, so I want you to know that you should know all of them will be polygons, but they have different names as well. So they are all polygons, but they have different names. So here I'll say name. Then here I'll tell you the number of sides. Number of sides. So all these are polygons that we are about to learn. What name do you give to a polygon that has 3 sides? It's still a polygon because it has a lot of sides, but it also has a name as well. And the name of a shape with 3 sides, or a polygon with 3 sides, is a triangle. Any polygon or any shape. The word polygon means shape, shape with many sides. Any polygon that has 3 sides is a triangle. So if we look, here, if I highlight this shape in blue, what name do you give this shape in blue? It is a what? It's a triangle because it has 3 sides. What about this one? If I highlight it like this, it's a triangle because it has 3 sides. What about if I do this? It's a triangle because, what about if I do this? It's a triangle because it has 3 sides. This one in blue. What about if I do in pink? What name do you give to the shape I've put in pink? It's a triangle. Because it has how many sides? 3 sides. Is that part of the polygons? Yes. So a triangle is part of the polygons. Yes. What about 4? A shape with 4 sides or a polygon with 4 sides is called quadrilateral. Quad means 4. Quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. What about 5? Pentagon. A shape with 5 sides is called a pentagon. So let me close like this. What name do we give Anaya to a shape with 5 sides? Starts with P. Anaya, shape with 5 sides? Pentagon. You should practice the one I'd say 5. Pentagon. 4. Quadrilateral. 3. Triangle. And then 6. Today I'll end at 7. Okay. We'll do practice. We'll see what we are going to be using this. But today I'll end at 7. 6 is hexagon. And 7 is heptagon. Heptagon. So I'm going to need to know 3 triangle, 4 quadrilateral. So is a rectangle a quadrilateral? Yes, because it has 4 sides. Is a square a quadrilateral? Yes, because it has 4 sides. Then when you have 5 sides, pentagon. 6, hexagon. 7, heptagon. So now let me show you the type of questions you'll be asked. Here they say, find the missing angle, interior angle of this pentagon. Find the missing angle of this interior. Find the missing interior angle of this pentagon. So, sir, let me make sure first before we come to this. Let's make sure you know the names of the sides. Kosi, what is the name of a shape with 3 sides? If I do this. Shape, well done, triangle. Retabele, 4 sides. Good. Anaya, 5. Good. Vic, 6. Hexagon, well done. 87. Heptagon, well done. Heptagon. Well, we now have 7. It's the biggest. It's the biggest. So now, you should practice knowing them. I'll be doing practice every day with you for this. Now, the next thing is this. Okay, we'll finish this table for 8, 9, and 10. But now, what I want us to do, knowing these 7 that we know, I want you to know of a formula that we will be using for interior angles. So we want to work with this word now, interior angles, okay? That is the maths. So I need all of you to get ready. Rub your hands together. Say, wow, it's time for me to now do hard maths. You rub your hands, say, bring it on. What you must know, everyone, is this formula. N minus, I want you to say, sum of interior angles. Sum of interior angles. Every stage 9 student should know this. Sum of interior angles is equal to n minus 2, then times 180 degrees. Every stage 9 student should know this formula. This is the one we use whenever a question talks about interior angle. Whenever a question talks about the word interior angle, we should write this. Sum is n minus 2, then times 180 degrees. N minus 2, then times 180 degrees. Every stage 9 student should be able to know this. Every stage 9 student should know this. So now they've given us this big shape. They've given us this big shape. And they said find the interior angle. Interior angle means inside angle. So this one, they want this one. We'll call it X. Now, if we see the word interior, listen, you are not going to break the rules, I tell you. Don't break the rules. Students, no good student breaks rules. Listen to how you do it. Anything which says the word interior, I want to see you say n minus 2 times 180 is the sum of interior angles. N minus 2 times 180. So now, they ask you, work out the interior angle. You write number 1. You say, sum of interior angles. This is how you solve it. You say, sum of interior angles. What is it equal to? What is the sum of interior angles equal to? Yes, n minus 2, then times 180 degrees. So now, let's do the sum. The word sum means what should you do? You must add. So first you must write this. Sum is n minus 2 times 180. Have you written it down? Have you written it down, Anayo? Sum is n minus 2 times 180. Now let's do the sum. Let's start to do the sum. Sum means we must add. So we take this first angle here. You say 120 degrees plus, because you said sum, so you should add, plus the other one, 125. So you say plus 125 degrees plus the other one, 100 degrees plus the other one here, 85 degrees plus the other one here, x. This is equal to what? All this is equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. And what is n? The number of sides. Here they told you it's a pentagon. Pentagon has how many sides? 5. So that means for n, we will put 5 because it has 5 sides. So first let's add. Can you all add, please? Do you have calculators? Can you all add these numbers, please? What do you get? Say 120 plus 125 plus 100 plus 85. What do you get? 430. So we will say 430 degrees plus this x here plus x is equal to, it's now equal to here n minus 2 times 180. And we said our n is 5 because the shape has 5 sides. So it will be equal to 5 minus 2 times 180 degrees. So you now say 430 degrees plus x is equal to 3 times 180 degrees. You now say 430 degrees plus x is equal to 540 degrees. Are you seeing? Then now you take, listen students, this is the hardest topic. You take 430 to the other side now. You get x is equal to 540 degrees. Here, 430 is going to the other side. It was adding. On the other side, it will subtract. So minus 430 degrees. You now get x is equal to. Can you punch in the calculator? What do you get? 110. Then we'll give you the total max. Are we together? Yes. Let me give you another one. Let me give you, then I'm going to give you your assignment. Don't write things I did not teach you. Let me open the questions so that you can see them. Are we together? Victor, son, are we together? Okay. Let me open it. Can you see this? Good. If they put something like this means 90 degrees. So this means 90 degrees. Are we together? You put 90 degrees here, okay? So how do we find x? How do we find form 2s? How do we find the missing angle? You are now grown-ups. You are no longer stage 8 students. You are no longer form 1. You are no longer form 1. So we don't expect you to make mistakes of form 1s. What did we say you do? Here is number 1. You should do it for all of them up to number 10 or up to number 8. The first thing you do, you don't write your own thing. That's not how maths works. That's not how life works. If you do that, then when you become a doctor, you do your own thing. What you not do what science says. You have to tell someone to say, according to science, the symptoms you are showing are for this. Not what you think, what the rules say. So that's what you do here. Listen, when you are solving all the questions, the first thing I want to see, let's say we are doing number, which one is hard? Which one should I do? I'll do number 4, okay? Let's say you are doing number 4. You're going to say, they want interior angle. Find missing angles. I can say here, interior angles. Find the missing interior angles in the polygon. What you write is the first thing. The sum. Don't write your own thing. Every question, I want to see you write this statement first. Sum of interior angles. Sum of interior angles is equal to, okay, this is the cheat code. Sum of interior angles, what is it equal to? N minus 2 times 180 degrees. Everybody, write this as the first thing. Sum of interior angles is n minus 2 times 180. And remember, sum means you add. So start adding. We say 130 degrees, so you take it. You say 130 degrees plus, you take the next one, 122 degrees. You say 122 degrees. So everybody, I want to see this sentence as the first thing you write. For number 1 up to 8, I want to see you writing that. Plus 122 degrees. Plus the next one now, 130 degrees. Okay, so plus 130, okay, 130 degrees. Plus, we'll go again. We see another 130 degrees. So plus 130 degrees. Plus, you move back. You see 128 degrees. You say 128 degrees. Plus, you move on. What do you see next? 138 degrees. So plus 138 degrees. Plus, you move back. What do you see? X. So you say plus x. Oh, this should be equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Can you add them, please? All of these ones that are before x. Can you add them? What is the answer? What's 130 plus 122 plus 130 plus 130 plus 128 plus 138? What's the answer? What is the answer, students? What is the answer? My students, what's going wrong? What is the answer? 1, 7. It's cutting. I don't know why. 7 what? 778. So 778 degrees. X is still there. So you say plus x will be equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Now we need to know what n is. How many sides does it have? This one. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 7 sides. So it will be equal to, so you can say 778. Which is 7 minus 2. Because it has 7 sides. Then you say times 180 degrees. Okay, because it has 7 sides. So you say 7 minus 2 times 180. Now you now say 778 degrees plus x is equal to 5 times 180 degrees. 778 degrees plus x is equal to, what is it? 900 degrees. Which means to get x, you just say x will be equal to 900 degrees. Then you take this 778 to the other side, it will subtract. You can get. Are we together? You get 122 degrees. Then you get maximum max. What is the first thing you should write? Sum of interior angles will be equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Are we together? Anyone with a question? Good. So I'm going to send you this. You do for me everything, then you can give me the answer. Number 3, you don't have to do it. It's crazy. But you do all the other ones. Here, what you must know is that this is also x, because this side and this side are equal. So if this side and this side are equal, you go where they meet the third one. Okay, I won't have to explain, but that's fine. Let's ignore. I'll do it. I'll do it with you after you do the rest. So before you do number 3, can you at least do all the other ones? Have I made myself clear? So I'm going to send you. You do it very neatly. Then you send me my solutions. You saw this in your textbook. You have to know this. To find a missing angle in a polygon, you cannot let me down. If I don't see this formula, then it's going to be a disaster. We have a problem. You start from here. Then you start to put everything. All right. Goodbye for now.